Very good? No. Okay. Bob?
Jimmy, what's it like to have a game like that on senior night?
It was a pretty special moment for me, for sure. Just thinking about my whole journey and then coming back and just being able to play like that and a win against a really quality team that, I couldn't write it any better.
I know people seem to keep throwing dirt on you guys. You lose like to Georgia, or you lose to Mississippi State, wherever, then you guys keep bouncing back. How big a win was this, and do you feel like you guys are still in that fight for an at-large bid if you don't win the SEC tournament?
We like to take one game at a time, and we can't get that Georgia game back. And before the game, Coach talked to us about just trying to flush that game. It's a new one. Our last game at home. This is a big opportunity for us against, I think, LSU's second in the conference. So it's a big game for us, and getting the win is huge for us going forward, for sure.
Jimmy, you guys got hammered on the boards there. I think tonight they only outscored you 14-9 second chance points after 26-0. You had 15 boards, so you rebounded like an LSU big man or something. What did you think of the rebounding? And that was a career high for you. What was the key to getting all those rebounds?
It's a mindset. Coming into the game, that was our main focus. It wasn't offense, wasn't really guarding. We felt like we guarded good the first game, but obviously rebounding was the biggest key. So all week we've been practicing rebounding drills, just drilling it into our heads. And for me, I just wanted to come out as aggressive as I could on the rebounding end. That's one of the reasons Coach Muss brought me here in the first place. So I wanted to come out my last game in Bud, do as good as I could on the rebounding side of it.
Second half, how kind of frustrating was it? Y'all were running clock really well, but then the missed free throws, how scary was that as they get back?
I think it's a tricky situation because we try to run as much clock off of it, but we sort of got stagnant on the offensive end and not being able to put the ball in the basket. Then they came and converted and went on their run. But basketball is a game of runs. They're a really good team. They're not taking the conference for anything. So we knew at some point they were going to make a run. And for us to withstand that and then come out with the win, that's really what we wanted to do.
Jimmy, you feel like you're kind of running out of ways to talk about how well Mason played. Just what'd you think of the way he played tonight?
I think at this point it's just regular for everybody that comes and watches. You can't – in the middle of the season, when he's doing it, you can speak about it because it's not really surprised to us. But I think at this point, that's just regular for him to go out there and do that.
Will Wade said, Mason obviously had a great game, but he said you were the one that really controlled it with all those points, all those boards, all those assists. What do you think about the opposing coach saying you controlled the game?
That's a big compliment, especially with the way Mason played today. But it's one of those things, like I said, I just come out there, do what I can, especially on a day like this. I wanted to win mostly for Adrio because he spent 4 years here. He gave all he could day in and day out to the program. I was here freshman year, left, came back. So for me, I just really wanted Adrio to go out on a win.
Jimmy, where does the tip dunk tonight rank amongst the other plays you made in your college career?
Probably one, honestly, if you want me to be honest. Definitely one, 100%. It was just one of those plays. You know me, I don't really get too excited on the court, but that one was big for me. I felt that for sure.
I don't know if we can get you guys tomorrow, but A&M, it's weird. You played them in the conference opener, now you play them. You played all these other teams twice. What's your thoughts about playing A&M so many, weeks between, and kind of how different you guys are? And I guess I heard they won at Auburn tonight. So
they're a completely different team from the first time we played them. They're playing great basketball. Offensively, they've always been a really good defensive team, but they even stepped it up more recently and throughout conference. So it's definitely going to be a hard game, a tough battle for us, especially going to A&M. So it's a game we look forward to, though, and a game like this helps us get momentum going into Saturday.
Is it weird playing a game, a team in early January, now you're playing them 2 months later?
It's a little weird only because so much can change throughout that time from when you played them. When you play a team sort of 2 weeks, like 1 week and then the next week or a week after you play them again, not much can change in a short period of time, but it's been a long time, and like I said, they've used that time to be playing phenomenal basketball.
Jimmy, give us your thoughts about Ethan Henderson's play.
Ethan has came in and gave us sparks, especially when we need them. A night like tonight, 10 points, like each game he's gotten better. Every game you've seen when he gets those minutes, he's gotten better and better, and these are things that we all knew he could do. It just takes experience of him being out there, and we see that experience help him out game after game.
I think you had missed a shot. They were rallying in the second half, and you intercepted the pass or stole the pass there. Can you kind of talk through that and what was going on with that play?
Basketball never stops. So when I I forget the play. I came down. I think I missed it. I felt like it was a bad shot on my part because the shot clock was running down. I feel like I could have got a better shot. So it was a critical situation too. If they go down and get that layup, that's a huge momentum shift. So I just did as hard as I could, sprint back, was able to get the steal. And I think we may have got to the free throw line after that or scored. But I think plays like that, little things like that is what win or lose games. And like I said, I just wanted to play as hard as I could, make plays.
Jimmy, not that you hadn't been a pretty good contributor all season long, but the last 3 games, I think you've got 15 assists. What do you attribute that to? Is it just, I guess, guys making shots now?
I don't think I've played my best basketball these past couple games, for sure, especially on the offensive end. So you got to find ways to contribute. And for me, if I can't hit shots, I just want to rebound, assist, do other things, do everything I can to try to impact the game. And I felt like it showed more so with the assists these past couple games, just reading the game. Guys are hitting shots, being able to get them the ball into spots.
Final one, Bob. Jimmy, what was it like having senior day after the game? And obviously, it's good if you win the game. Not so good if you lose the game. But what was that like? And being able to celebrate with your family like that after a big win.
I personally think it's bigger motivation because if you lose, you don't want. I personally don't want to walk out there. I mean, I know it's senior night and everything, but you don't want to walk out there after a loss. So I think that's extra motivation for the team to send everybody off the right way, and it's huge that we were able to do that tonight.
And what was that like for you personally? I mean, player, you were with your family. What was that? What was it like?
It's a big moment for me and my family, especially with my mom and dad and girlfriend being able to be out there because they've been with me through this whole journey. They've seen it come full circle. So for a moment that I can share with them to end my career, especially in Bud Walton, is huge.